were advised of some abuses and some liberal interpretation of the 91 law with respect to leave of absences and the issue of what we would call double dipping. The first part of 3813 as amended deals with leave of absences, and it applies to the following systems: TRS, SERS, Downstate Police, Fire, Chicago Municipal Employees, Cook County Employees, Chicago Labor, Chicago Teachers, Chicago Police, and Chicago Fire. And it basically provides that prohibits the earning of pension credit for union work after the effective date of this act. Participants currently earning pension credit for union work are grandfathered in, but participants who have not yet earned credit either on a leave of absence or working for union are now prohibited from doing so. So I think that is something that we addressed originally and has not changed much. There was an issue dealing with police and fire that was in the original bill, and with the amendment out of the Senate, I think it takes care of their concerns that were originally voiced when we passed this bill out of the House. The second issue deals with double dipping, and if you recall, the 91 law said that you could not get a city pension and a union pension, and it talked about a local union. There was a pretty aggressive interpretation, and people were getting both the city pension as well as a union pension if it wasn't defined as local. And so it was, as I said, pretty aggressive. So this bill, with this amendment, attempts to clarify the existing law from the 1991 law that passed. And the original intent with this clarification would be that you would only be entitled to one benefit, which does seem to make sense and rather logical if you ask me. So you would have to make a choice, and will have to make a choice, with respect to which pension you are willing to take or making a decision to take. And you will have to make a decision if you are currently in the system as to which one you're going to take. And so that is the second portion of this bill as amended. The third deals with the requirement to, if you are a board member or a director of a pension system, and you suspect fraud, you have a responsibility to turn that information over to the local state's attorney. This has been narrowed somewhat in its scope. It was rather broad in the original version. I think it included everybody. Not I think. Interpretation, it included everybody. And we are very comfortable with this change of narrowing it down to board members and directors. And then the last one deals with the bill we passed in 2006 that allowed somebody to, and there were some examples of this where someone went and received, they had not been a teacher, for instance, at all, and were working for one of the teachers' unions and became a substitute teacher for a day. And under this bill, it allowed them to, or under that bill or that law, it allowed them to then become a member of TRS. That is being repealed, and the net effect is that that window that created a 6-month window under this bill is hereby repealed. So with that, I think Andrew, if I covered everything at this point, that's everything.